telling you the story from what I heard.
Yeah.
So I phoned John up. I said, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I've been getting this abusive stuff. I don't know what it was, email or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Rachel had identified who it was.
Right.
Right, because they used to chat. I mean, Rachel sort of used to sort of vaguely care for John when he was out and about because he's pretty ill. Which is why it was quite amazing the other day, really.
Yeah.
You're lucky it didn't. No, I mean, lucky it didn't keel over.
Yeah.
It's all very well people shouting go to prison and all that, but you know, it might have been more serious. Anyway, and John Gilbert, as they do, everyone goes to those functions if you're nearby.
Yeah.
The promoters are that friendly, and they were just there. I think Rachel was there with her now ex-husband, and she obviously pointed out to John that the guy concerned was sitting on the row in front, and you can correct me on this, I'm just trying to remember the story.
Yeah.
And John said, oh, right, okay, fine. You know, and that was it. And then the guy in front, who's your guy, I guess, obviously saw that they were, as it said, eyeballing him. And as I understand it, he went upstairs and told Rachel she was corrupt. And as I understand it, her husband was dead, not with her now, was pretty upset and said, well, you know, blah, 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 and everything calmed down and they left. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Now you'll probably tell me it was completely the other way around, but I don't think John Curran or Rachel went down to him, did they?
Yeah. Apparently they were sat on the table behind him.
Yes, that's right. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's true. I'm told.
Yeah. And then from what I can gather, he made some disparaging remarks towards him, and he asked them. Nick got up and went across to them and asked them what it was all about.
Yeah. No, he went up to them.
But what it was all about, which they got completely the wrong end of the stick. Apparently, and I think it's still there. There's a website called Gorak,
right.
And on this website they were accused of corruption and about grants. And I mean, I'm not getting involved in that, but that's what the website said. But they wrongly accused of Nick Wildman of being behind.
Well, that's probably where it went wrong. Yeah. Well, I mean,
and it was absolutely nothing to do with him. But you see,
maybe not. But I mean, but from what I understand is John didn't know who was making these accusations around his truck and everything else.
Yeah.
And Rachel told him it was this guy and had got a photo of him.
Right, but you know,
therefore you could blame Rachel for getting the wrong information.
Well, I'm not blaming anybody. All I'm saying is that it's cost the industry a lot of money in sponsorship. Somebody's been wrongly accused, and then what compounded the issue was that Rachel went or phoned the policeman the next day and got him to send a letter accusing Nick of harassment.
Yeah, no, I heard that. Yeah. Well, I mean, all I know is that they left shortly after the incident. They thought it best to leave the stadium. John Gilman was obviously going to sort it out, and then they said to John, we're going, and they went.